Hello everyone, and welcome to today's presentation. I'm excited to have you here as we explore the fascinating world of elements in the human body. On this first slide, we're giving you an overview of the chemical elements and minerals that are essential to our biology. Over the course of this presentation, we'll look into what these elements are, their roles, and how they contribute to our health. So, let's dive into this interesting subject together. Let's take a closer look at the major elements that make up the human body. Oxygen, or O, is the most abundant element, making up about 65% of our body weight. It's essential for processes like respiration, where we convert oxygen into energy. Next is carbon, or C, which accounts for around 18%. Carbon forms the backbone of all organic molecules, including proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. Hydrogen, H, makes up roughly 10%, and it's a key component in water and many organic compounds. Nitrogen, N, composes about 3%, and it's vital for amino acids and nucleic acids, the building blocks of proteins and DNA. Collectively, these four elements, oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, and nitrogen, constitute approximately 99.9% of the human body. This highlights how fundamental they are to our structure and function, forming the foundation of all our biological systems. Understanding these elements helps us appreciate the chemical makeup that supports life itself. Let's take a closer look at some of the key secondary elements, or macrominerals, that are essential for our bodies. These include calcium, phosphorus, potassium, sulfur, sodium, chlorine, and magnesium. Each of these minerals plays a vital role in maintaining various physiological functions. For example, calcium is crucial for strong bones and teeth, while phosphorus works alongside calcium to support bone health and energy production. Potassium is important for muscle function and maintaining fluid balance. Sulfur is necessary for protein synthesis and enzyme function. Sodium and chlorine are vital electrolytes that help regulate fluid levels and nerve impulses. Magnesium supports muscle and nerve function, as well as energy production. Overall, these secondary elements are fundamental to our health, acting together to ensure everything from structural integrity to proper cellular function. Remember, maintaining adequate levels of these minerals is key to overall well-being and optimal body performance. Let's take a closer look at some of the essential trace elements, or microminerals, that play crucial roles in our bodies. First up, we have iron, or Fe, which is vital for forming hemoglobin and transporting oxygen throughout our blood. Then there's zinc, Zn, important for immune function and wound healing. Copper, Cu, helps with iron metabolism and supports nerve health. Iodine, I, is essential for thyroid hormone production, which regulates our metabolism. Selenium, C, acts as an antioxidant, protecting cells from damage. Manganese, Mn, supports bone development and enzyme function. Fluorine, F, is well known for strengthening tooth enamel and preventing cavities. Chromium, Cr, helps regulate blood sugar levels, and molybdenum, Mo, is involved in enzyme processes that detoxify our bodies. All these elements are classified as trace elements because, although we need them in small amounts, they are absolutely essential for maintaining overall health and proper bodily functions. Recognizing their importance helps us understand how even tiny quantities can have a big impact on our well-being, tying into the broader theme of balanced nutrition. Let's take a closer look at some of the key elements that play a vital role in our discussion. First, we have cobalt, or Co, which is essential in certain industrial applications and energy storage solutions. Then there's nickel, Ni, known for its durability and importance in stainless steel production. Silicon, Si, is well recognized for its critical role in the electronics industry, especially in semiconductors. Vanadium, V, is interesting because of its contribution to strengthening steel and its potential in energy storage. Boron, B, also stands out for its use in glass and ceramics, as well as in agriculture. Now, beyond these more common elements, we also have what we call ultra-trace elements. These are elements present in extremely small quantities, but can have significant biological or industrial impacts. Recognizing these elements is crucial because even in tiny amounts, they influence material properties, environmental health, and biological processes. Connecting all these points to the overall theme, understanding the roles of these elements helps us optimize material performance and ensure safety and sustainability in our applications. It's fascinating how such small quantities can have such a big impact, isn't it? Today, I want to talk about some of the key elements that are often found in our environment and sometimes in our food, but are not actually essential for our health. First up, lead or Pb. Lead is a heavy metal that we know can be quite toxic, especially affecting the nervous system and developmental processes. Next, mercury or Hg, which is another heavy metal that can accumulate in our bodies, particularly in fish, and can cause serious neurological issues. Then we have cadmium or seed. This element is commonly found in cigarette smoke and contaminated food, and it can harm the kidneys and bones over time. Arsenic, or as, is another element worth mentioning. It's naturally occurring in some soils and waters, but exposure to high levels is linked to skin problems and increased cancer risk. Aluminum, or Al, is the last on this list. While we're exposed to aluminum daily, often through cookware or packaging, its potential health impacts are still being studied, but it's generally considered non-essential and possibly harmful in large amounts. Overall, these elements are classified as non-essential or harmful because our bodies don't need them, and in many cases, they can cause health issues if they accumulate. Understanding these elements helps us recognize the importance of minimizing our exposure and staying informed about environmental health risks. So, to wrap up, we've detected approximately 60 different elements in the sample. Out of these, around 25 are considered essential elements for life. The main body of the sample is primarily composed of oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, and nitrogen. These four elements are fundamental because they form the backbone of most biological molecules. Understanding their presence and proportions helps us better grasp the composition and potential functions of the sample. This overview ties back to our overall theme of analyzing complex biological materials and highlights how key elements shape the identity of the sample. Thanks for following along.